So, long story short, didn't get the job. It's a funny way to start a video. But, yeah, I just got back from, well, not just got back, I got back earlier from the interview. Right now it's almost 11 p.m. But, yeah, long story short, I didn't get it. Pretty sure they didn't tell me no, but they gave me the we'll call you back when we review your application, which means fuck you, get out, basically, is what that means. I showed up a little early. There was a big crowd of people applying for different like stations, different cities, but I ended up running into one of my classmates, excuse me, who had I took the same two courses back then and last year with, and I was like, it was crazy. I ran into him. I didn't even expect him to be there, and we just sat and talked the whole time in like a waiting room, and then we started chatting up with this other guy he's pretty funny. His name was Samuel, I think. I got his Instagram. He's pretty funny. He's cool. He was applying for like another city or something. But yeah, we waited, did the interview. I thought it went well, but unfortunately, I think the reason was my availability was kind of weird. My start date was kind of far in the future. It was like September 1st, I told him. And then I was missing one document that like, it was only gonna take me a week to get, but everyone else I'm pretty sure applying already had it. So that sets me way behind them, which I should have, it's kind of a no-brainer to be honest, but anyway, I spoke to someone about the phone, or over the phone about that previously, and she didn't make it seem like it was a big deal, so that's why I had thought nothing of it, but yeah, anyway, besides that, it's funny, but this video in particular I wanted to record because of how everything went. And it's about the mind making up scenarios or making up realities where it's not true or it's not really going to happen or it's not reality, but your mind makes it up to be that way, which is why you might get down about things that never even happened, or you might imagine things and then it doesn't go your way and you're down about it, and it's kind of this weird gray area, you know? And this is a perfect scenario situation or like example of it. Because I feel like I went into this like really thinking like, oh, this timing's perfect. Like, summer's coming up to an end soon. I leave one of my jobs. I'll start this job. My friends work there, yada yada. And I ran into my friend there. I was like, oh my god, it's perfect, because we would have started orientation next week together. It would have been. I just thought it was perfect. And I was building this whole like scenario, reality, future in my mind, and then it went like that, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was not expecting that at all. And then I left, and I kind of just sat in my car for like 10 minutes, and I was like, just thinking, I was like, I literally was like, I wasn't like crying or anything, it's not like that serious of a thing, but I was just like, kind of set back, like, I was weird. And I was driving home, usually I blast music and stuff on the freeway, but I was like, just driving, thinking, I was like, what the fuck? And then my dad I talked to my dad for a little bit. I was, he called me just like, oh, to go, but like, I got home and I was like, kind of just thinking, I was like lying down taking a nap before I went into work. And it was only like 2 hours after the interview that I had to go into work, but in that time that I kind of was here at home, like just thinking, lying down, like I've always thought about, or like I've always mentioned, just kind of thinking about things, I really thought it through, and I reached a completely different viewpoint about everything. Like, I started viewing it in a different way where I kind of looked into the future, like this coming season, and looking back at this previous season, and where would I find myself having more fun at? What job would I enjoy more? What would if we're talking about money, I still would make more at my other jobs than this, EMTs don't make much, but that's besides the point, not really money. Just looking at the job itself and what brings me more like fulfillment or fun day to day. For example, who I work with, friends, coworkers, whatever. And I started realizing like I'm okay with what happened, it's not just cope, I'm okay, I didn't get it, right? Just crying. But no, I think I realized, like, zooming out, and again, not looking at the short term today, but the long term, right? I feel like living this season through these other jobs will be more fun and bring me more of what I liked last year, and money too is great, I guess. And then looking into the next coming summer, right? That's different. I'll be probably moving out of this place, out of this area, and then I'll really be looking for something more serious, you know. But I feel like people don't realize that you again, the whole thing with time being limited in the area you're in, you know, like once I eventually leave my jobs here, supermarket, store, retail, like food business, whatever, you don't go back. I mean, you might go back to it later on in your life, but you usually people take steps forward, not backwards. You know, you go into a real career, you leave that kind of job in the past. So I feel like I should just enjoy it for where I am right now and not rush to kind of get, again, everything figured out. You know, it's one of those things. No, I was definitely disappointed, and it's weird. I hadn't felt like that in a very long time. Like driving home, I was genuinely like confused. I was down. I was like, I really felt like I messed up. Like I was like, what did I do wrong in an interview? Like everything went so well and everything felt perfect. These are amazing, by the way. I want to say that. Off topic, but yeah, and grocery outlet has some great deals. You should go there. So, but by the time I got home, I was really thinking about it. And lying down, kind of taking my nap, falling asleep. I was like, it all just started to make sense, you know? And I feel like when you, again, zoom out and don't look so short term at things, kind of think, okay, what would my 2-3 future month self, where is he right now because of what happened today? I mean, sure, it would have been awesome starting. My classmates are working there, and it would have been a fresh new experience getting out and working there, and it would have been fun to kind of look forward to a new type of job after working these for 2-3 years that I've been doing it, or 1 or 2 years, whatever. But that doesn't mean it's permanent, though. It doesn't mean this is the only ever opportunity ever, you know? It's funny, I'll probably have another interview just like this in, who knows, months, or hopefully less than a year, and I'll probably look back on today and be like, oh damn, I'm glad I didn't stop at this interview and like just give up, and I'll probably be more prepared for the future one than I was today. Again, not that I did anything wrong in the interview. The guy was cool, I liked him. It's always good to just be really talkative in interviews, just tell people, it's like a pitch. You're telling people yourself, giving off your personality, your feelings towards a job, whatever. It's not really, people try too hard to be to be perfect or come off perfect, and then you just come off being nervous or like quiet. And if they ask you, do you have any more questions, just don't say, nope, that's done. Just keep it going, like keep asking stuff, keep showing you're interested. If anything, keep going until the guy's like, all right, shut up, we gotta go to the next person. You know, just keep going. Yeah, it's so funny. I came in, people that were like, there's some people, there's like 30 people, and some of them had suits, all dressed up, all like, literally like they're going to an office job. And some of them came with like a t-shirt or like a button-up. So one guy came in like a fucking tank top. I was like, this guy was here for like, did he get lost or something? I was like, it was crazy. It's pretty bizarre. But yeah, so it's just very interesting how the mind can kind of make up scenarios. Basically, that's where I was going with this video. I got off topic. But your mind will kind of make up realities where you see how things are going in a certain way and you get excited, or you plan on it and then it doesn't go that way and you get hurt, or you're like, oh, it feels like you lost something. It's a good way to put it perfectly. It feels like you lost something when in reality it never even was to begin with. Like it never was real. Which is why it doesn't mean you can't get your hopes up or ever like plan on things like that, or like that's just how that's normal. You can't really, that's what the mind does, you know. Doesn't mean you can't like get your hopes up and plan on things, but just don't get too down if things don't go your way, because it just never was your way to begin with. You know, it never was meant to be that way. And it's funny because right after the interview, like a lot of it, like I mentioned, was availability, start date, stuff like that. But like literally 20 minutes after the interview, maybe even 15 or 10, like driving home, I was like, why did I do that? Like I could have been more open with the job. I could have been more flexible. I could have just been more transparent with him with the interview or whatever, like I wanted to be. But something I just was held back. Like I felt like I was not fully put out my best, I guess, in a way. I don't know. But yeah, it's funny to see like such a vast amount of people and like different ages, different whatever. Because you could tell some people are like deathly fucking nervous and some people are just like chill. It's just funny. It's like, I don't know. I don't know why people get so nervous, stuff like this. Like, you show up, you try your best, put yourself out there, and that's all that matters. And yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so that's all I want to say in this video. Not much else has happened. I'm uploading some more music. I guess that's another upside too. I'll have more free time to work on music, upload stuff, and kind of just, maybe it's not the right time for me right now to jump into like EMS and like medical stuff. Maybe it's just, you know, another 6 months, another 3 months. I don't know, who knows. Still 151 pounds. I'm trying to get up to 160, 170, but you know how that goes, so I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so just understand your mind is what I'm saying basically. So yeah, that's about it, I guess. Spend time with your family. I went out with my dad and my sister today. It was fun. My mom, maybe tomorrow, I don't know. So yeah, thanks for watching and be happy.